Hello students, today we are going to learn a common disease in humans in which we will learn malaria. And this malaria is responsible organism for causing malaria is a protozoa and that is plasmodium. So let me start with the malaria. First of all, we will learn what is the causative agents of a malaria, means which organism is responsible for causing malaria. So here you can see in humans only 4 species cause disease. Means 4 species of plasmodium can cause disease in humans, and these 4 species are Plasmodium vivax, second is a Plasmodium falciparum, third is a Plasmodium malariae, and fourth one is a Plasmodium ovale, in which Plasmodium vivax is most common species which is responsible for causing malaria in India. And second one, Plasmodium ovale is found in the Philippines and tropical Africa. सबसे पहले हम शुरू करेंगे Plasmodium के life cycle से. So life cycle you can see here it is written life cycle of a plasmodium is digenetic means उसकी जो life cycle है उसकी जो life है पूरी उसको complete करने के लिए they require 2 host. First is a human host and second is the mosquito host. So mosquito में भी ये clear cut लिखा हुआ है female anopheles host. So mosquito name of a mosquito is a anopheles and in which also it is a female anopheles. So let you understand why female only responsible for causing malaria. सो एक्चुअली जो मॉस्किटो रहते हैं वो मॉस्किटो एक्चुअली वेजिटेरियन होते हैं मीन्स उसको अपने एज अ फूड दे डोंट रिक्वायर ब्लड सो ब्लड क्यों चाहिए होता है वाई दे आर सकिंग ब्लड फ्रॉम द ह्यूमन बिकॉज द ह्यूमन ब्लड इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द their egg production means if they want to reproduce then at that time then egg production is there and during egg production and egg survival and egg related development production at that time they require blood human blood and that's why they are sucking the blood and obviously this egg formation is only carried out in the female mosquito and that's why this female mosquito only bite the human and suck the blood from the human. Now all of you know Plasmodium complete their life cycle in 2 type of host, human and the mosquito. So before go further, let me understand what is the life cycle of Plasmodium within the human. Means human के अंदर वो enter होके फिर किस तरह से अपना पूरा life cycle complete करता है और किस किस stage में से वो pass होता है तो ये हम सबसे पहले learn करेंगे. तो in human body, Plasmodium complete its life cycle at 2 organs. Means 2 organs are target organs over here. The first organ is a liver and second part of the body is a blood of RBC means RBC from the blood. Secondly, we can say that in liver they will complete 2 stages pre-erythrocytic cycle and exoerythrocytic cycle. We will learn in detail and in RBC they will complete erythrocytic cycle. Okay, and by this way you can see complete cycle within the human which include pre-erythrocytic cycle, exoerythrocytic cycle and erythrocytic cycle, that is endoerythrocytic cycle. Okay, means 3 stages together complete a life cycle within the human. So first of all let me start with the pre-erythrocytic phase, that is also called pre-erythrocytic zygogony. That is a special kind of a reproduction, that is a zygogony which may be completed inside the human and that is asexual reproduction. So in human you must be not that in the human they will complete means plasmodium will complete their asexual reproduction whereas in mosquito they will complete their sexual reproduction. So first of all what happen, mosquito bite, the saliva will come in contact with the blood and by blood currents and blood flow that saliva will reach under the blood and this blood will reach up to the liver cell. So when mosquito bite, when saliva enter in our blood, at that time they will enter sporozoites in the form of a plasmodium. Means a plasmodia will be in the form of a sporozoite. We will learn in detail in next slides. So what will be entered by using mosquito? When mosquito bite us, at that time their saliva will be mixed with our blood and during that mixing they will enter plasmodium in the form of a sporozoite. Okay, and then the sporozoite will be transported by using blood flow to the liver cells and these sporozoite will now enter in the liver cells. Okay, and by this way liver will get infected. and that what happened, sporozoite will further completed their life cycles and all the cell cycles, okay, and then they will convert it into cryptozoites, then they will convert it into scission, after that they will grow and convert it into cryptomerozoites. So finally sporozoite will convert it into cryptomerozoites. This is the stages of a plasmodium inside the human body, especially in the liver cell. In scission, multiple fission take place. You know very well what is a multiple fission. You have already learned in standard 11. Take place as a result of 1000 to 1500 cryptozoites. So many number of cryptozoites will be increased, are formed, and such a multiple fission is called schizogony. So schizogony is one kind of a special kind of asexual reproduction which will be completed and finished inside the human body, especially in the liver cell. Due to excessive pressure, you can understand there is a one cell, means one liver cell is there inside which so many number of cryptozoites is increased now. So before all, what was there? Only one cell enter, means only one scission or a sporozoite will enter inside the liver cell, and due to reproduction and due to that multiple fission and all that and schizogony completed, this liver cell will now fill with the 1000 to 1500 cryptozoites, and that's why that liver cell will be blast. And as a result of that burst of the cell, what happened? Excessive pressure will be generated, and as a result of that, cryptomerozoites, scissions, and liver cell get ruptured, and cryptomerozoites get released in the sinusoids, that is the blood sinuses of the liver. And now these cryptomerozoites attack on the new liver cells. Now previous liver cell will be burst, and that will release the cryptomerozoites, and new cryptomerozoites which is more infective, and they will attack on new liver cells. Okay, and it will start the new cycle, new stage of the plasmodium, that is the exoerythrocytic phase. So by this way, pre-erythrocytic phase is completed and exoerythrocytic phase will be initiated. This pre-erythrocytic cycle you can see in this diagram clearly. Let me understand. First of all, here you can see mosquito takes a blood meal. Okay, means mosquito will be bite, and at that time they will enter sporozoites, and that sporozoite will be inside their saliva, and saliva will mix with the blood, and this blood will flow, and that along with the flow of a blood, this sporozoite will reach up to the liver. Secondly, what happens after reaching up to the liver cell will infect it. I mean that sporozoite which is entered through the saliva of a mosquito, this sporozoite will enter in the liver cell. Means one sporozoite will enter into one liver cell, and as a result of that, they will convert it into scission. Means that sporozoite will grow inside the liver, fed on the liver, means they will obtain some nutrition from the liver cell, and as a result of that, they will grow, and now they will convert it into round shape. Okay, and then it is called scission. Finally, so many scission will be formed, and then that scission will undergo schizogony, and then it will be converted into cryptomerozoites, and finally the cell will blast and release the cryptomerozoites. This is the cycle which is called pre-erythrocytic cycle. So let me understand what happened in exoerythrocytic cycle, that is also called exoerythrocytic schizogony. So like sporozoite, cryptomerozoite also attack on the liver cell as per the sporozoites, and feeds on the cytoplasm and get enlarged in shape, and now it becomes scission. Like pre-erythrocytic phase, multiple fission, that is a schizogony, a special kind of asexual reproduction found in this organism, take place, and nucleus of a scission. As a result, numerous metacryptomerozoites will be released from that cell. Means liver cell will now burst, and it will release metacryptomerozoites, and now these metacryptomerozoites will infect RBCs. Now they will enter in the RBCs. Now whatever is the stages are found will be inside the RBC, and that's why these stage means afterward these stage will call endoerythrocytic cycle. Endo means inside and erythrocyte means inside the RBC, and that's why name is given endoerythrocytic cycle. This cycle firstly studied by the Golgi, and that's why this phase is also called Golgi phase. Erythrocytic phase get completed within 48 hours when micro-metacryptomerozoites attack on the RBC. Endoerythrocytic phase start, means endoerythrocytic state start will be initiated. Now generally one micro-metacryptomerozoites attack on one erythrocyte only. Okay, by this way, this endoerythrocytic cycle will be initiated. Up to this, whatever we have learned is inside the human cells, means inside the human body, and that is asexual reproduction. Means plasmodia will be complete their sexual reproduction part in the human. So let me understand in detail by using this diagram. Here you can see when a mosquito bite, pre-erythrocytic cycle will be initiated, and at that time, first of all, when mosquito bite us, at that time the saliva which will contain a sporozoid. So saliva is containing sporozoid, that's why in human body sporozoid will be enter, means plasmodia will be in the form of a sporozoid. So they will migrate to the liver cell, and then after entry in the liver cell they will convert it, they will grow, they will get nutrition and converted into cyzon, that will be round in shape, and finally they will convert into cryptomerozoites inside the liver cell, and by this way this liver cell will be blast and release the cryptomerozoites, and that cryptomerozoite further enter in the liver cells second time in the liver cells, and that is called exoerythrocytic cycle, that is also called exoerythrocytic cycle, and during that exoerythrocytic cycle the entered cryptomerozoites will converted into cyzont, and finally they will pass from the cyzogony, means the special kind of asexual reproduction they will complete, and that is called cyzogony, and as a result of cyzogony they will increase in numbers, and afterward that is called metacryptomerozoites, and that is the finishing of the exoerythrocytic cycle, and at the time when metacryptomerozoites is formed and released from the liver cell, that is called exoerythrocytic cycle, and finally when metacryptomerozoites is formed, that metacryptomerozoites will now enter in the RBC, and it is the initiation of erythrocytic cycle. So let me understand what happened after entry inside the RBCs. So first of all, when metacryptomerozoite enter in the RBC, they will converted into trophozoite by getting some nutrition. They will get some nutrition fed on the RBC. They will utilize the nutrition inside the RBC, and they will convert it into round shape, and then it will be form one ring like structure, and that is called signet ring, and that is called signet ring stage, and after signet ring stage it will be converted amoeba like shape. Okay, you can see in the diagram they will convert into amoeba like shape, and that's why that phase is called amoeboid phase, and finally this amoeboid stage, during this amoeboid stage they will consume hemoglobin present in the RBC. So they will convert hemoglobin into heme and a globin. That globin will be consumed as a food by the plasmodium stage, and the heme will be converted into hemozoin. Okay, means hemozoin is highly toxic component which is formed during this cycle. So this is the during the amoeboid stage, and finally after getting some nutrition and after getting some powerful nutrition inside the RBC, they will convert it and increase in number, in it will be converted into two forms, and that is called gametes or gametocytes. Not gamete actually, it is gametocyte. Okay, so mega gametocyte will be formed, and some cells will convert into microgametocytes. Means two type of cells now form. It is called mega gametocytes and microgametocytes. In future, mega gametocyte will form mega gamete, and microgametocyte will form microgamete inside the mosquito. So up to this, whatever we have learned is called asexual cycle in a human. Means this is the all phases which is formed, means which will be completed inside the human. So after this completion you can see two type of cell will form, that is megagametocyte and microgametocyte. Okay, and after that a person having such a cells inside that body, at that time if mosquito bite, that mosquito will get infected, means in the saliva they will suck, means along with the blood they will suck megagametocyte and microgametocyte. Okay, and finally it will start the new stages of plasmodia, and that is called sexual cycle inside the mosquito. So now let me understand what happened inside the mosquito, that is infection to mosquito. First of all, when mosquito sucks blood from the human, at that time a gametocyte that will be have a highest component is a hemozoin, so they will be enter in the inside the mosquito. When female anopheles mosquito sucks blood of an infected person which is already suffered from the malaria, anopheles mosquito sucks the gametocyte along with the blood, and blood get digested in the crop, that is the digestive system of a mosquito. In female Anopheles life cycle, plasmodium include following stages, which we will learn in detail, and these stages include a gametogenesis or gamogony, that is called. Inside the human there was the schizogony. Inside the mosquito there is a gamogony. Okay, then fertilization take place, then eukaryote formation take place, then penetration and encystment, then oocyst formation, and finally oocyst formation is also called sporogony, and finally sporulation. So these all stages will be appear and observe inside the mosquito. So let me understand in detail. So let me understand what happened inside the mosquito by using this diagram. Here you can see gametogony is written. As you know, when mosquito sucks the blood from the infected person, in infected person blood, you know very well, microgametocyte, megagametocyte were there. Okay, so when mosquito sucks the blood from the infected person, that microgametocyte and megagametocyte will enter in the gut of the mosquito. And then this microgametocyte and megagametocyte when enter in the gut of the mosquito, these both will follow different pathway. First of all, let me understand what happened with the megagametocyte. This megagametocyte by using gametogony converted into megagamete, and this microgametocyte by using expagination process they will convert it into microgamete. So by this way, by using gametogony, megagamete and microgamete both are now ready for the sexual reproduction. And for the sexual reproduction, you know very well, male and female both the gamete will fuse together to form zygote, and finally zygote formation occur by fusing of the megagamete and microgamete, and that zygote is called ookinete, and these ookinete will now convert into cyst wall, and that is called oocyst. Now oocyst will be developed further, and it will be form the sporozoite. In number of sporozoite they will form, and finally this process is called sporogony, means oocyst when complete their process of a formation of sporozoite, that process is called sporogony, and as a result of sporogony, whatever sporozoites will form will migrate towards salivary gland. Okay, means salivary gland will now filled with the sporozoite, and now if mosquito bite another person, and that another person will get infection, and the sporozoite which is formed here will be enter in that human. Here in this slide you can see the summary of a whole process. What happened inside the mosquito, what happened in the human, which type of cycle and stages are followed by the mosquito, and which cycles are followed by the human. So here you can see when mosquito bite, let me summarize all the process. When mosquito bites, in hepatic cell, sporozoite will enter, then that sporozoite will convert into merozoite, then merozoite will enter into erythrocyte, and one cycle will be followed inside the erythrocyte, and now that erythrocyte will form a gametocyte, and this gametocyte when further this mosquito bite the person, at that time this gametocyte will enter inside the mosquito, and this gametocyte will convert into microgamete and the microgamete, means macrogamete which is considered as a female gamete and microgamete which is considered as a male gamete. Now male and female both the gamete will fuse together to form a zygote, and that zygote is called ookinete. Now ookinete will convert into round shaped oocyst, and that oocyst now converted into the sporogony, means they will follow the sporogony process, and as a result of that sporozoite will be formed, and it will be released by bursting of the oocyst, means oocyst will be burst and it will release sporozoite. Okay, and this released sporozoite will migrate towards the salivary gland of the mosquito, and now if mosquito bite, at that time the saliva which is infected with the sporozoite will be enter in the hepatic cell. So after learning about life cycle of a plasmodium, let me understand which type of symptom will be developed after infection of a plasmodium inside the human. So fever and chills, headaches, body aches, then severe weaknesses and shivering. Here a fever with the shiver will be very common. Means this is a very indicative sign that person is suffering from the malaria. There is shivering along with the fever. The rupture RBCs to infect new ones. This cycle of a rupture lead to the bouts of the fever. Means a recurrent fever will be appear, and along with the chills. The pathogen has adapted various mechanisms to avoid the action of a immune system. Means Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium, all type of a Plasmodium is very strong to withstand with the immune system. Then diagnosis occur with the help of a blood film test. Then PCR based tests are also sometimes helpful. Let me go through which type of treatments are given and which type of precaution we can take to avoid the malaria. So treatment available is a chloroquine, that is a medicine. Chloroquine medicine is given when a person is suffering from the malaria. Then hydroxychloroquine, that is antipyretic drugs, which is given for the treatment of the malaria. Then sometime for the precautionary stages, we can spray the anti-mosquito chemicals on the stagnant water and the other areas. Then rearing of gambusia fishes, means gambusia fish have the ability to eat on the mosquito larva, and that's why they can kill the mosquito. So gambusia fishes are used for the controlling the mosquito. Use of mosquito repellent ointments. We can use the skin ointment which may have a repellent ability to the mosquito. Then mosquito nets are also used for preventive measures. Then no vaccine. Here in this disease, no vaccine at present is available. So in next lecture we will learn common diseases in human, in which we will learn amoebiasis, ascariasis, elephantitis, or filariasis, that is called, and ringworms. So till that, goodbye.